Hi. Hello. How are you? We are back exactly where we left off. Day 20. What does this guy have? I'd be willing to sell some stuff to the villagers. Not for what he has though. Sorry. I will be taking your leads. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service. My dogs are making some kind of noise in the background. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I'm not sure if that comes through on the headset that I'm using, but if it does, my apologies. I think we should probably check out what's down there eventually. Oh, spooky, spooky. But at least if anything's down there, they can't get up. That's a 2-3 block high jump. Almost mixed up my words there. So what we're doing right now is just clearing out this little hill and probably a bunch of other little hills to try to get them all down to around the same level so that we can just end up with like a nice big valley in which we can build a bunch of stuff and mostly have, for starters, just a decent amount of farmland to really get us going with the farmland and get some villager trading going. While this is going to be a slow-paced playthrough of Minecraft, you still don't want it to be like immensely difficult, and villagers are the ticket to it not being immensely difficult. I'm just gonna try to play this the way that I enjoy playing it. Hello, viewer! And I think it's about time to sleep, and I keep forgetting that I have this spare bed on me. You know, I planned ahead with bringing a few shovels. I should have brought a couple extra pickaxes too. Oh, maybe we should grab that cow and put him in with the rest of them. We're still at the point where any cow is worthwhile to get, because then I can breed more of them at once. Come on, buddy. Okay, don't fall in the lava. Me or you. Please and thank you, sir. I don't think I left my block of dirt down that I had used to lure some of the other cows in. There we go. Can you make it? Oh, good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Well, to the one viewer currently watching, I hope you're having a lovely day. And I hope you're enjoying hanging out with me right now while we play some Minecraft. Alright, let's knock out some more of this stone. Some more of the dirt on this hill. And just try to level out this valley a little bit. I think that was the last pickaxe. Yeah, it was. We'll go back to the hobbit hole and grab a new pickaxe in a little while. There's another cow down there. I might want to capture him before he gets too far away and despawns. Oh my. Hello, sir. Would you... Oh, and sheep. I don't really quite need the sheep yet. Sorry. Okay. He's still gonna be my friend after that. Oh, there's another one. Let's just get them both. Hi. Are you interested? Not you. Are you two interested in joining me in a cage? That sounded like a resounding yes. All right. Let's go get you boys in a pasture. Come on. Come on. Right this way, folks. 1 and 2. Perfect. Let's get them all bred up a little bit more. Oh, fantastic. I do have my animal noises turned down quite a bit, but if it's ever too loud for you guys in the comments, because I know how loud cows can be, especially when you get a lot of them, I can always turn down the animal noises even more. I think it'd be nice to eventually build like a little barn and have an individual pasture for each animal type. I know I'm going to need the chickens for their feathers, for arrows, for sure. Sheep for the wool. Maybe I should start putting together a little space for sheep too, actually, just so that we can get some wool off of them and put some more beds in the village and feed the villagers and make sure that they are able to have enough children so that if zombies come after them, we don't end up with no villagers. We do have a couple villagers still trapped in houses. So if the worst happens, we still have those guys. Oh. I think we're going to need quite a few pickaxes. And quite a few more shovels to get through all the cobblestone. But you know what? We are still at a point where we need all the dirt, we need all the cobblestone that we can possibly manage, really. Brilliant. Coming along. I think I'm going to go through all the shovels that I have on me. And then go grab some more. And a couple pickaxes. Down to level 70 on this hill so far. I think I do want to get it down a little further. Well, level 70 on this side of the hill. I think I'd prefer it to be a bit flatter. Goodness, if I go down much further, though, I'd have to clear out this whole area. It would be nice to have a view of the river, though. Ooh. Let's start in on this bit over here, too. We're going to have to sleep soon. But now that we're remembering that we have our bed on us, it's not as much of an emergency to have to run home. Ooh, you know what? I think that was one of the warm cows over there. Maybe we should add him to the herd. And so we can get a mixture of the cow types. Let's do that. Ah! Oh, I missed that jump. If anybody's wondering why my username is Maeve the Magpie, it's because I am a magpie and I get distracted by shiny things or new things or fun things, and the ADHD, it runs strong. And I'm not just saying that. I know it seems to have become a trend to like self-diagnose with a lot of different things lately, ADHD being one of them, but nope, I've been diagnosed with ADHD for a long, long time. I don't want to like give away my age or anything, but it's been a long time that I've been diagnosed with ADHD. Quite a few years. Hello, boys. Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Good job. Perfect. Nope, come this way. Don't get stuck. Okay. Make me another Savannah cow. Yeah. Hi. I definitely think the Highland cows are are like my favorite. I think they're the cutest. But it's just cool to have new variants, honestly. I think it's probably Highland cows, normal cows, warm cows, or like how my list of favorite cows would be organized. But we don't really have any cold biomes around us, at least not that I've seen so far. And in all fairness, we haven't been very far at all. But I think it would be quite an adventure to try to bring back some cold biome Highland cows right now. Which, you know what? We can always make it into an adventure. Why not? What level is this? 64, 63. So we're just going to start taking some of this dirt that we've been collecting off of that one hill and put it over here to fill in this big hole. And I do want it to be 2 layers deep. So I'm going to start filling it in at level 63 so that I can then bring it up to level 64 eventually. And I want it to be 2 layers deep because I want to put farmland on top of it. And that's going to be easier to do if I've got a block underneath where I'm putting water. And it's also just going to make sure that if I build something else here in the future, I'm not going to accidentally fall through. Let's build out kind of like a structure that we can use to build off of. Ooh! I missed that placement. Oh, I've got quite a bit more dirt. Fantastic. You know what? We might actually have enough iron now that we can afford to make a pair of shears and maybe a little bit of armor, because we're still naked. We're still naked. And we should maybe make some armor out of the iron that we have and then a pair of shears after that. And another bucket. I don't think we have enough to do all of that at once. I think we'd have to find a little bit more iron before we can do all that. And I do want to go back underneath here before I completely close it off and light it up with some torches so that we don't have a super loud natural mob spawner right under us, because some of these areas are going to be able to spawn mobs, and I think that would just end up being annoying. Oop, don't look at the Enderman. Don't look at him. Oh, and we can also, I'm really wanting to get some moss. To do this part. But for now, we can use some dirt and just let the grass grow in to really turn our cave entrance into a cave entrance. Kind of want it to come like out and around. My goodness, where was he? That really flat area needs to be less flat, I think. Starting to look a little bit more like what I was thinking I wanted it to look like. And once we get a little bit of moss and a little bit of bone meal, I think we redo a whole bunch of this area with some moss and bone meal just to give it a much more green appearance from the side. Excuse me. My apologies. I moved the mic. Hopefully that wasn't deafening. Whoops. Okay, I think that's... Oh, nope, that's not all the dirt I have on me. All right, let's run inside, go to sleep, and then see how we feel about the shape in the morning. Let's put our plants away. Make a couple pickaxes, make a few more shovels. Throw the stuff in here that we don't yet have organized into the place where we're keeping all of our unorganized stuff and go to sleep. I can hear a bad guy. Oh, goodness. I didn't realize I let it go that long. Okay. And you know what? If they're dropping some rotten flesh, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pick that up because there is a cleric in that village. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. Okay, we can clear out some of this. And I think if we find some dripstone somewhere, that would be really cool to put in here too. I think I do need to change around how I have some of this wall though. Because I want to be able to put a pressure plate right behind the door. And the way it was oriented, I can't do that. So if I put the door on this edge, I can have a pressure plate there. Let's see if I can get this to work out, if I can figure it out. Is that how it would have to go? Okay. And then I've got room for a pressure plate there. Does that still kind of look okay? That does look okay. This feels a little flat though, doesn't it? Okay. And then I think to make a stone pressure plate, I'm gonna have to cook some stone. What do we have now? 23 iron ingots. So let's make a shirt. Let's make some pants. Let's make some boots. Yep, because we still have this gold hat that we got off of a zombie. And we'll save the rest of the iron for now. Because we only have one more piece of raw iron and one more ingot. And that's not very much, but I think we'll be a little more protected now. All right, stone pressure plate. So that it kind of blends in with the floor. Perfect. Nice. That'll be really helpful. And I do still want this to feel pretty cavey. But I also want a little more room. Oh! An artifact. You know what? You can stay. For now. I like all the vines everywhere, but they're going to get a little over the top after a little while, I think. There we go. It feels a little more spacious in here now. And we should make... Excuse me. We should make just a bunch of torches. So that when we're filling in that big ravine with all the dirt that we're pulling out of that hill, it doesn't become a mob spawner. I can't quite reach. Ah. And I'm sure I'm going to miss some areas now. But we can always come back in later once it's more closed off and see where it really is super dark. And then hit those areas then. But I'm just sort of trying to get it started at least. That feels like I probably got a good amount of it so far. Okay. there more copper under there? No. Okay. Let's lay down a bit more dirt. What do you think? Oops. I think it's time to sleep. Okay. Gotta be careful not to look at the Enderman. Ooh, creeper. Goodness, I didn't see him at first. What a little jerk. But I think the Enderman knocked him off. Oh, nope, not all the way. Is he done? Is he dead? I think we got him. I think we got him. Fantastic. Oh, that was the wrong level, but you know what? I needed to do a level above what I'm doing now anyways, so it's fine. More dirt. Sort of just building out a scaffolding for now of where we want our layer of dirt to go. Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. Stop. We only have a bit more at the moment. Can I reach? Barely. Perfect. That's all we've got for now. That means it's time to go dig more. But I think closing off this ravine and giving us all this extra space will be pretty awesome. You know what? While we're here, let's just open up this area a bit. We'll make this a little more rounded out. Get a couple more babies in here growing up. Get a little bit more experience. Alrighty. Hello, horsies. I like the pure black one. You don't have very high health, though. I don't yet have a saddle. We do have a fishing pole, so we could do some fishing for a saddle. Or go caving. We haven't even really gone caving yet properly. We've just sort of run around looking for iron. But I think maybe we get some good amount of farms going. There's a good amount of crops growing. Get some more cows bred up. Get some sheep going, and then we can talk about caving after that, or think about caving after that. It's not super high on my to-do list. And honestly, caving makes me like a little bit claustrophobic. Maybe not, I don't think claustrophobic's the right word. I think it just freaks me out a little bit, honestly. I much prefer strip mining, even though statistically it seems to take longer to get the same amount of resources. Or at least like valuable resources. Oh, there's a witch somewhere. But I do, when I go strip mining, I get all sorts of other resources at the same time. Unlike when I go caving, where I'm just picking and choosing what I'm mining. witch must be like right under me or something. I don't know where. I don't really want to know. Sounds like she's behind a wall under there or something. Oops. Here we go. This does take quite a long time with stone tools, my goodness. Goodness, where is she? She's freaking me out. Unless there's like a parrot around just parroting witch noises. It sounded like she was immediately to my right and below me. Is that lapis? Oh, nice. Well, that's good to know. Ooh. I don't know if I can get that with a stone pickaxe, though. That might be good to leave for our iron pickaxe. Oops. Oh, there's a piece of iron. To regain our breath and get that piece of iron. goodness, that takes a while. Can I get up over here? I can. Perfect. While we're down here, we can check in on the farm. That's nice. It grew right in front of us. Look at this coming along. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the watermelons are growing. Just very slow because they're not yet what is the word I'm looking for? Hydrated? There is no water for them. But now we have a bucket of water. What am I doing? What are you doing? So I'll hydrate 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to put a bucket of water there. That will limit, oops, how did I not? That will limit the growth space for that melon, but it should be fine. And let's get some more wheat while we're here for our cows. Because we're trying to get a good food source from the cows. That was weird. Sorry, I had like a weird little hiccup there while I said cows. There we go. That's a good amount of wheat now. We can get quite a few more cows going with that. See, once again, we're getting distracted. Kind of just early game farm chores, though. You gotta get that food. I'm ridiculous. Gosh, I'm sure if somebody's watching this that saw the stream where I got that, they're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Why are you not using that on literally all the crops right now so that we can get even more seeds for a bigger field? What? Forgetful. Gosh. Ridiculous. What was that, wheat? Alright, it's nightfall again though, and we don't want to lose our boys. Alright, we've got the majority of this picked and replanted. Bucket back though. Or a glass bottle of water. Ooh, for moss. That's tempting. Well, let's see. I think you need 3 to make 3 bottles, right? Because I do really want moss. I wish he was the guy that bought the baked potatoes, but... Oh, I don't have any coal down here, and I don't have any wood either. Alright, well, I suppose never mind. How much rotten flesh? Oh, just 1 piece of rotten flesh. If I turn one of these villagers back into a farmer, though, and make sure he sells carrots... That could maybe work. What do you guys do? Let's see. You're the fisherman, right? Link. Link up to it. Are you not gonna cooperate? Is he not linking because he's behind a fence? That would make sense. Where's that cartographer's house? Oh, well, the smithing table's in here. Did this guy unlink? Nope, no, of course he didn't. So I need to put it far away from the edge that the villagers can't get out because I don't want them to get out. I don't need pigs. Sorry, piggies. Now, Link! Oh my goodness, he's probably not linked to a bed. Goodness. That's probably it, isn't it? Is it maybe time that we sort of build a place, like a big spot for all the villagers to be? I don't know. It looks like we're not getting the moss today. Darn. Well, you know what? It's been about another hour. I'm trying to keep these to about an hour for uploading them to YouTube. I kind of don't want them to go too long. So I'm going to take a quick break, get up, stretch, drink some water, do the healthy thing, and I'll be back on later. I'm going to pause it here so that we can pick up together again. And I will see you guys when we're back. Thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your day if you can't make it back later. Bye.